Alright, let's start with a question that might sound dramatic but is absolutely necessary. What if I told you that every time a government claims they're fixing mental health care, they're gaslighting us all? Yeah, I said it. And no, I'm not exaggerating. Let me explain why. So, here's the setup. Imagine a system that's been broken for decades, cycles of scandals followed by empty promises, rinse and repeat. Now, picture a psychiatrist with 40 years on the job, Dr. Patrick McGorry, saying, "Nope, this time wasn't different. It was just another lie." And he's not ranting. He's the guy who chaired Victoria's Royal Commission on Mental Health, the one that was supposed to be the turning point. Spoiler, it wasn't. Let's unpack this. The Royal Commission was born from a collapse, a system so neglected after hospitals were shuttered in the 90s that even the government admitted it was broken. Bipartisan support, historic funding, a new levy, regional boards. It all sounded perfect. But here's the kicker. 3 years later, the momentum's gone. Ministers rotated like seasons. The Mental Health Commission? Weakened. Funding? Maybe being siphoned off to prop up hospitals. And the real victims? Patients stuck in non-therapeutic units or worse, on the streets. Personally, I think the term gaslighting here isn't hyperbole, it's a power move. Governments know we're desperate for hope, so they dangle it. They'll claim progress while slashing budgets and sidelining experts. What makes this really interesting is how it mirrors other systemic failures, climate inaction, housing crises. It's not about money. It's about priorities. That $1 billion levy, if it's not reaching patients, it's not just mismanagement. It's betrayal. But here's what people miss. This isn't a funding problem. It's a commitment problem. You know what's easier than fixing a broken system? Pretending you did. Politicians love ribbon-cutting ceremonies, not the grind of policy. And when they gut watchdogs like those regional boards, that's not a mistake. That's a choice to avoid accountability. A detail I find fascinating is how they sidelined lived experience. Because real change requires listening to the people they're failing. The human cost? Unthinkable. People with severe mental illness are still banished. Jails, streets, bedrooms. If this isn't a moral crisis, I don't know what is. And yet, the spin machine rolls on. Progress is being made. Now, what this suggests is a deeper rot. When a government can't even admit failure, how do you fix anything? So where do we go from here? Elections, right? But here's my cynical take. Both parties will promise reform, then forget it once in power. Real change needs relentless pressure. Grassroots movements, media scrutiny, a public that refuses to look away. Because if Victoria's story teaches us anything, it's that hope without action is just another scam. What do you think? Is this a uniquely Australian problem? Or are we seeing this everywhere? Let me know in the comments. And if you're out there fighting for mental health reform, hit that like button. This isn't just about politics. It's about humanity. And if you take a step back, this isn't just Victoria's breakdown. It's ours.